looking at number 1, so the instructions for this just say apply this to algebraic fractions, but we could also write these instructions as just simplify. Okay, simplify means, like we said yesterday, add everything you can add, subtract everything you can subtract, multiply and divide everything you can multiply and divide. Once you're done doing all of that, you're done. The one thing that I think could trip you up in this section is just paying attention to plus and minus, and then making sure you apply it to the whole numerator and the whole denominator. Okay, so we're going to, let's go through a couple of these, and then I'll give you the opportunity to try some on your own. We'll go over a couple more, and then we'll finish up class by doing a lot of practice problems again. So I hope it's been useful for you to try all these practice problems. I think that you guys will be doing very well with this by the end of the week. Okay, so look at this first one. We want to add and subtract these because we have a plus in between the first two and then a minus, so that's no problem. Our first step is to check, are the denominators the same? Okay, so take a moment. The first fraction is 3b, the second one is 3b, and the third one is 3b. So all of those denominators are the same. Let's go ahead and start simplifying it a little bit. Okay, so the first one will give us a 4a on top plus 7a from the middle fraction, and then the last one is a minus 2a. All the denominators are the same, 3b. So 4a plus 7a minus 2a all over 3b. Maybe you noticed that this is different than yesterday when we were multiplying. When you multiply, you just multiply across the top and across the bottom. But for adding and subtracting, you only change the top. Okay, now when we combine all of the tops together, that'll give us 11a minus 2a, or just 9a over 3b. Nine a over 3b. Now we could leave it like that, or we could go just a little bit further and say, well, since I can divide the top by 3 and I can divide the bottom by 3, then that could turn into 3a over b. Okay, so the top divided by 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3. The bottom divided by 3, 3 divided by 3 is also b. Let's look at the next problem now. 3x minus 1 over x minus 1 minus x squared minus 3x over x minus 1. Check to see, are the bottoms the same for each part? And they all are. So, since the denominators are the same, we can subtract the top. Okay, starting here though, we need to be very sure that when we subtract stuff, we stick it in parentheses to group it all together. Okay, so 3x minus 1. That's from the first fraction. And then minus, always, always, always make sure you distribute your negative. So put it in parentheses. So minus parentheses, x squared minus 3x. All of that is going to be divided by x minus 1. Okay, so we have 3x minus 1 from the first half, minus, and then all in parentheses, x squared minus 3x. Okay, let's simplify some of this. The one thing that we can do on top is this negative sign is going to affect the x squared, and it's also going to affect this 3x. So if I would rewrite this problem, start from the beginning, 3x minus 1. For the next part, that minus affects everything. So it's minus x squared, okay, which you have from this minus sign that's in the middle, minus x squared, and then minus negative 3x. You know two negatives make it into a positive. Okay, now that is going to be divided by the same denominator, the whole thing. Okay, so just x minus 1. So what did we do? We copied everything that didn't have anything else changing it, so 3x minus 1. Distribute your negative everywhere, and then we're on to the last step. Okay, the last step for this one is going to be combining your like terms on the top. Okay, so on the top, starting off, let's look at the highest power. Okay, we start off with this minus x squared. Minus x squared. Next, we're going to be able to combine our x's together. So it ends up, we have 3x plus 3x. So 3x plus 3x gives us a positive 6x. And then all you have left is this minus 1. Oops, sorry. Minus 1. And all of that's over x minus 1. Okay, so we combined all of our like terms. The only ones that we really could combine were 3x and 3x. Write it out, and then you can circle it, and that's it. That's your final answer.